Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I want to chat to you all about digital merch or downloadable content that you can create for your fans as we're in a pandemic, and there is also Brexit for people who that affects as well, and just general technological progress and everything. Everything's moving more digital, so I just wanted to have a little chat about that today and give you some ideas for kind of digital merch, downloadable content, subscriptions, that kind of thing. I do make videos regularly on branding, social media marketing, visuals, that kind of thing for music artists and bands. So if that is helpful to you, then please like and subscribe. And let's dive right in. Okay, so I think there's no harm in, as a musician, wanting to diversify your income or create multiple income streams. Obviously you have your music streams, you have gigs when that kind of stuff kicks back up again. And merch is another outlet for you to increase your income and amount of streams. I did do a video previously on sort of more creative merch ideas, so check that out if you haven't seen it already. But today we're veering more towards digital stuff, so here we go. So we're going to start simple with just downloadable wallpapers for all devices. Obviously you'd have a design or your logo, some kind of design that coincides with your current brand or visuals for your latest release. Those can obviously update each time you release, so people can maybe sign up for always having updated wallpapers or buy singular ones, and it's just a download, simple. Obviously you'd have to optimize it for each device, but yeah, digital wallpapers. And then obviously prints as well, so again this can be like some kind of poster or design that you can just sell the digital file, and then your fans can print in whatever size or on whatever paper they wish. Again, super simple. So moving more towards kind of content, because this is where things are kind of headed with sites like Patreon. You could do song tutorials, teach your fans how to play the songs, whether that's singing or guitar or whatever instrument. You could also include sheet music if that's your thing. Maybe a tour diary when you are able to tour again. Although if you check out a band named Since September, I think that's what they're called, oh my god. Yeah, Since September. They were found on the TV show on BBC in the UK, Little Mix The Search, and they did a tour, I can't remember the name of it, about basically toured empty venues for practice. So there are creative ways you can do things like touring. Yeah, I think at this time, with the pandemic and everything, things are just shifting so much within the industry and within the world. So you just have to think outside the box and get creative and figure out how you can do something different and do what works for you, but adapt to the times. Don't get stuck in how things were and be like, oh, well, I can't tour yet because of this. Think, how can you tour? These guys did a tour around venues with no people in it. And you could, yeah, there's loads of ideas basically. It's just giving you ideas to get your inspiration flowing. Okay, so I'm not sure how many of you are on Patreon, but this kind of monthly subscription thing is where I think with bands and with merch and with these diversifying your income streams, I feel like that's where it's headed. Mcfly, if you are not aware of this, then look it up. They've just created this thing called Total Access. It was actually last year now. And they basically, and I know this again, this is high budget, but they rented an HQ and they're going to live stream regularly. They're going to just create content. They're going to connect with their fans further through this subscription service. So you pay a monthly or annual fee, and then you get access to whatever content they provide for you, plus exclusive live performances. Again, this is how they're doing live shows without an audience. Obviously it's a digital audience and that's their subscribers. So it's just an interesting thing to look at. Obviously you can definitely do this on a much smaller scale. So just consider, yeah, there's some kind of monthly subscription, whether you do that through Patreon to start off and then maybe build it. I think that's definitely where things are going. And then obviously you can create exclusive content through this, whether that is a tour diary or a song tutorial or behind the scenes access or live performances, exclusive cover versions, that kind of stuff. It's basically a step up from your social media content. So you're giving a certain amount of content away on socials, and then this is now the paid stuff for those fans that are one step further. They're that much more invested in you, they're that much more connected to you. How can you reward them with more content or further insights into your world? So in terms of this as well, to make it a little bit more specific to you, look at your niche and look at your values and see if there's anything there that you can work from. A band I worked with a while ago, the singer did embroidery, and the designs and stuff just so fitted their band. So I said, like, just embroider, whether you sell like the little just the fabric embroidery, or you embroider on t-shirts for your fans, then get that in there. And I know this is varying from digital now, but that's just an example of how you use your niche and your specific skills and preferences within your brand and within your merch. So look at your specific situation, what you guys are about, and see if anything comes from that as well. Something a bit more one-off, unique, distinctive to you kind of thing. And also this NFT thing, I'm just going to mention this briefly, and then I may do a video on it in the future if it continues to like grow within the industry. But I know Eminem created NFTs, yeah, and it's like a one-off digital asset, and you kind of have the receipt, I suppose, to say it's a one-off unique thing. And I know Eminem created some and then auctioned them off for cryptocurrency in return. So that's like I guess that's an investment for him, that cryptocurrency, and it's all very digital and new. So just, yeah, stay on top of things like that. Have a read about NFTs, because I know it is being utilised. They are being utilised within the music industry. And like I said, again, I will maybe do a whole video on this depending on where it goes from here, but it's just something to be aware of in terms of the digital stuff, you know? Okay, yeah, and that winds up my digital merch / downloadable content, whatever you want to call this shenanigan. I hope it was helpful and gave you some ideas. But yeah, if you're stuck with even upfront costs of getting merch printed and purchasing and storing it and all that stuff, even if you disregard what's going on in the world, it's good to think of this digital stuff too and have some downloads available. And it's better for the planet and all that stuff. So yeah, just consider digital downloads for your merch. What can you use? How can you bring your unique, distinct personality and brand through with it? And could you utilize any kind of monthly subscription for further content for your fans? Things to think about. And look up NFTs and see what you think. And check out what Mcfly are doing, because it's really cool. See you next time. Bye!